Kumbawa. There we go.
Right. So, are we getting good sound here? Let me see here.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Anyways, we are currently setting everything up still. And I'm sorry because I have a camera over here and I'm looking at what I'm doing over here. So, anyways, I hope everyone is doing good. We are
I will be
completely.
back.
He's going to return sometime soon. Um, we are, let's see, currently, wait, I need to check if y'all can hear me and make sure that y'all can hear me. Anyways, so it's been an absolute madhouse. I hope you all know that. Um, we have been trying to finish getting moved, getting set up. It's just been everything is everything right now. Um, it's been kind of total chaos, if you will. So we recently had a wreck. So basically, what happened was
Yeah, what had happened was.
what happened was somebody decided
An
that,
idiot.
yeah, a very very brilliant person decided that they were going to bob and weave traffic in the middle of a busy road on a Saturday afternoon around 4 p.m. And they were driving a big
Lifted truck.
lifted jacked up
Stupid
Ford truck.
truck.
And we were driving
Like,
in a little car in the Porsche Boxster with the top down because it was a beautiful day. This was 2 weeks ago Saturday. So we were actually on our way home and you heard the truck come up and I happened to look over. I seen the truck get really close to the car that it was in front of it. I looked back forward thinking, oh, okay, they're stupid. Next thing you know, you hear crunch and the car is spinning sideways. Luckily, he was driving because that could have been way, way, way worse because it took pretty much everything he had to hold the wheel. We were sideways, getting pushed down the road because the guy did not realize we were there for a minute. And it took everything he had to hold that wheel and keep from having us spin into the front end of the truck, which would have been really bad. So, good thing I wasn't driving because if I was driving, that would have probably happened. I would have been able to hold it. Um, Needless to say, this is being dealt with still as we speak, 2 weeks later. The car is not home. It's sad.
we have a
Um,
stupid rental car.
oh, God. They gave us the most awfulest rental car. It
Fucking
is.
Chevy Malibu.
It's a 2024. She said she did sell it up. She said it's a brand new 2024. I'm like,
Yeah, and you know what? In
okay.
2024, Chevy's still too cheap to put more than one automatic window. It's just a driver window. It's like, okay, well, what if I wanted all the windows to go up with just a click?
Yeah, I kind of feel that,
I don't
it's
care about CarPlay. I don't like
no.
slushy steering and mushy brakes.
Yes,
But
but
whatever.
that's what's happening
That's
though.
what you want to buy.
But that's what we've got. That's what
You
we're
can
working
do
with right now.
that.
So it's been awful. Uh, the insurance company, the person that I dealt with, that I have to deal with. A good word to sum that person up is
I don't
useless.
even. Yeah, I can't even.
Yeah, yeah. There's
It's still
there's
too soon. It's still too soon to talk. I just I can't. The
it's
level of incompetence.
it's absolutely dreadful. What this person is like. Um, she's useless. She whatever. But I did talk to a really nice person today who was quite helpful, and so that was nice. Um, they were very helpful, and they got some things straightened out for me today, figured out, and all of that. We're I'm adjusting here. It's so if I showed you what this looked like right now, we're in the control room, and you can probably see some of the cables back here. We have a kind of a newer setup with like so. I'll show you this where my computer is. This is kind of the chaos we're going with right now. It's been it's a lot because like I said, we're still trying to get everything hooked up. We're in two totally different spaces than we were in before, and so it's been absolutely hellacious. Thanks, Kimmy. So yeah, so we've been trying to get everything straight and then deal with this wreck mess. Because thankfully, thanks to him, neither one of us were hurt. Because, of course, when the guy finally realized that we were, like, basically attached to the front end of his truck by his fucking tire, excuse my language, and he hit his brakes, the car whipped back forward, but he managed to keep it straight and pull us off to the shoulder. And I have no idea how this happened, and not one other car was touched. Like, seriously amazes me. But I'm guessing that whoever had been behind us seen the idiotic thing that this man did in this truck and
back up,
just stopped moving. Like, he just hit his brakes and was like, nope, not gonna do it, not today. And it was madness. We were quite upset and angry
because I had to go to Lowe's to get a dryer plug.
Yes, we had to go get a dryer plug because this house has a different plug than the dryer. So, whatever. But you know what? I'm so angry that this guy screwed up our car because it's fucked up. that's the only word I can really say. I'm not posting any pictures or anything like that. Let's just say the driver's side's not pretty, and thank God he's not hurt. Thank God I'm not hurt, and they're gonna pay.
I can't
they're gonna
even
pay
think about this anymore. But yeah. So anywho.
So, but we've had
some setbacks.
A few.
We've had some setbacks.
Just a few.
Things they happen.
Yeah,
But we're weathering this.
Yeah, we're weathering the storm, if you will.
I was trying to come up with a different word than storm. But
not storm.
It works.
Weathering the catastrophe? The chaos? The chaos. The beautiful chaos?
There's nothing beautiful about it.
No? Well, I'm trying. I don't know. I don't have another word besides chaos. But it's...
the inexplicable.
There you go. There, that works.
All right, anyway.
So, but yeah, so this is what's been going on. Right now, this room has computers and cables and
boxes of cables,
lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
I don't know like how that it is. The one good thing about moving and you keep the boxes for stuff is it's like when you get moved, it feels like you got brand new stuff. Because it all comes out of the box again, and you're like, oh yeah, I got a freaking DS2, yeah, I got Octavia Fuzz, yeah!
He gets excited because he keeps the boxes, because then,
Well, when you move and you pack it up and open it, it's like getting new stuff all over again, but it's your own stuff. So,
you're unboxing.
It's like...
you're unboxing your stuff.
See,
again.
This is how you know I'm a recording artist first, / content YouTube streaming guy second, because I would totally be making unboxing videos of these things and stuff like that and showing people and stuff like for content, and I'm not even doing that. I already got this, man. Like, if you know me, like, people know me. Like, look, I got this shit. I'm not... You can go find people who've done unboxings of these. It's nothing.
It's just
new.
not him.
It's nothing special.
It's just not him.
It's just, I'm just like, okay. I'm gonna
if
make some cool shit with it.
Oh,
that's gonna roll, but like
I should show them your badass stereo though.
Oh yeah, you can,
We did get okay. I'm gonna show you. So this chaos, right? So I'm gonna have to
oh yeah,
turn
this
this.
was a debacle getting this. I
Oh
ordered
my
one
God.
on eBay. Like these are both eBay things.
So
These are mini systems, a mini hi-fi system that I had when I was a kid. I was like 16. And anyway, I wanted it back because they don't
yes,
make mini systems this good anymore.
no.
They just don't. And this one actually came with the remote, and mine actually, because I bought it from my uncle, didn't come with the remote, but this one does. And I mean,
It's so cool,
it
actually.
plays CDs. Look at that.
Wait, it even plays tapes.
Yeah,
Y'all remember tapes? I know y'all remember tapes.
got a cassette tape. We were listening to some Eddie Murphy.
You can come anytime you want, Jess.
And,
Baby, anytime.
Yeah, we're you know, we're doing the thing. The live room is so the control room is smaller. The live room is bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my new mini hi-fi system. New old
Tried it.
mini hi-fi system. But the first one we paid for from eBay came broken, and the guy.
Oh my God.
You just cut wires and stuff. No.
Oh God. It was so
No,
bad.
dude, I really wanted this. I got my money back, but like.
Yes.
I ended up paying like double the price for this
Yes.
one, but it was
So worth
it.
So worth it.
Because
It's like practically
it's-
brand new.
I'm like, did they even use this thing? Like,
That's what I
holy
was.
Crap.
It's like they took it out of the box and they put it in a room and
Like,
they never
it's too
touched.
good.
Like then they never touched it.
It sounds
Like, they
amazing.
used it once and
they
then never
do
touched
not
it.
Make the, I know, like people say this shit. I know, man. I know. Like I hear it. My grandma, like all these people, they don't make what we used to. No. This shit they really don't. Okay. These mini hi-fi systems, they do not do this good anymore. I have the rest of them. I ended up giving them to my children. And there's one that I still use that's kind of okay if you use it in the right context and stuff. It's everything. It's like, dude, it's not like, it's not what it used to be. It's like if you look at how deep these speakers actually are.
Oh my God, they're
versus
huge.
the other ones, the newer ones and stuff like that. It's like, yeah.
I know that's a real stereo right there.
It sounds great. The wattage, like it's like this thing is like, you know, it's louder than the thing that I've got downstairs that says it's 700 watts.
Yeah.
But yet this is not that.
That's
I forget what it is, like 120, 100
well,
something.
But it's
like,
Pioneer.
Yeah, and
if you were a teenager in the 90s, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
Who think the second component is a subwoofer. No, it's the amplifier.
Yes, but
that's all it is. It doesn't need a sub because it has good speakers. You know, you
yes.
Sub,
the stereo
woofer,
is.
You got your mid-range tweeter. You got your eyes. You know, like this is the shit. I mean, it sounds so good. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just looking for a CD. I took all my CDs downstairs because I was doing something and I was working on the live room. I'm upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. That's why it's like no blindfold, no sunglasses today because I'm right back into it. When we get done with this stream, I'm literally grabbing a slice of pizza and hooking up, running more wires, running more cables, but I've got my my console desk laid out now for the new configuration. You know, we're getting ready to work. I'm getting ready to start putting finishing touches on a new album. And I'm even like, I'm even recording some more stuff because it's like I really want this to be. There's a statement that I want to make with this record.
Yes.
It's kind of a concept album. And I want the right collection of songs. So it's like, you know, there were about 50 something songs that I was going through for this stuff. I've narrowed it down, but I keep thinking of shit.
Yeah.
And the more I listen to
never stops.
The more that I listen to the ones I've narrowed down, the more other ideas are happening and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, and it happens like this. I can come up with 10 songs. I'm like, this is going to be the album. And then I write like 20 or 30 more and I'm let's switch out these 5 for these 5.
You have no idea.
These make more sense. But
the things I went through in 2016.
But yeah, and like part of the part of the thing that like with that it's like I've learned a lot. Like I was in production. I did stuff. But with this, like with Animals, it's like it's about making the studio itself is just as much as part of the work for me. It's like the creativity doesn't stop at just
Mm-mm.
making the song, making the part. It's every part of it. It's how it's recorded. It's how it's made. It's like all this stuff it's like the best artists to me, the best bands, outfits, whatever. They're really idiosyncratic. Like it's like their thing is their thing. If somebody else tried to do their thing, it doesn't come off right. It doesn't feel real. And that's the thing. Like even with the production, like the mixes and stuff, it's like I know the I call them generic ways of doing
Yeah.
mixing the records and making producing the records. I just don't have any interest in doing that most of the time. It's efficient. It's speedy. It makes people think, oh, he knows
But
what
it's
he's
not
doing.
interesting.
But it's not interesting.
Like
it's
at all.
Not. It starts to become, and if you've done it, if you do it for a certain amount of time, what it starts to do is it starts to turn into a job. It's like working at fucking Best Buy or something. Which no shade of that or anything like that, but it's the same thing. It's like talk to the people, get them to do this, walk over here, check this SKU, check this, do you have it in stock? It's basically the same rote procedure, and so I just didn't want
it becomes
animals
redundant
to become something like that because then it's not as exciting. It's fun to get a cool new pedal, a drum machine or something, and just get something you're not even supposed to work like. There's one of my little effects processors that had a really good drum loop in it that I ended up sampling and cutting that apart and stuff. But the way the drums and then so we ended up using it like as a drum sound. Like ended up turning it into a drum sound and like it got sampling's fantastic. Most people when they hear the word sampling they think you're cutting something from some other thing and just using it. That's a way to do it. Yeah. Or you can take that sample and chop it up, allocate it across a keyboard. Suddenly you've got something you can play.
That's awesome.
So that's fun. Like I don't always do it, but it's like when it's right, when the time is right to do it, like it's right there. It's actually pretty easy to do. But that's the thing. It's like with animals. So it's like with this, I will tell you the name of the album that is forthcoming very soon. You can tell. Very soon. Not today.
Okay. I was going to say.
Not today. But soon. I know what it is. I have it. You know.
Of course I know. Of course I know. That would be stupid if I didn't know.
But there's another.
Of course I know.
There's one more volume of the Crash Course volumes before this comes out. Yeah. Before the next album, the next single drops. For the new album, and then we'll have another round of Crash Course volumes coming, but it's going to be after this album. Like this stuff is like, to me, is me being an artist to meet the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so much stuff in the air that what this album's about. Like it's not about the specifics. It's about the concept itself. It'll make more sense when I explain it. I promise when I tell you the name of it. But right now, let's just focus on Crash Course Revisited. Volume 3 is out now.
Yes, it is. It's so good.
Volume 4 is going to be very similar to Volume 3.
Yeah, heavy stuff.
So yeah, a lot
some
of the
more heavier. We like the heavy music.
Darker stuff. The darker side of animals and stuff like that.
I tend to like that.
The next round of Crash Course stuff gets you into some stranger territory. Not in a really dark way. I mean, it's all animals, and that's the thing that like it's been fun for me is like I like every style of music. Mm-hmm. I like very little of a lot of all of the styles. Like, I love very little of all the styles of music. There's always something I can listen to. It could be from an artist I would never buy anything from, but I can listen to their stuff. And there's something I find about it that I like. It might be a bass line. It might be the way the snare sounds. There's always something.
It could be the most minute thing, too.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie.
And sometimes that's huge.
Well, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be the most minute thing to most people where it's, like you said, it could just have been a snare.
Yeah.
But it could be huge for you.
But I mean, come on, drummers out there, like a good snare sound.
Yes, the drummers are, yeah, exactly. They get it.
Magical. But, yeah. Suffice it to say, it's like if you go into There's more jazzier stuff where it gets into like, cause it's like there's, you know, I like some weird shit. You know, it's like any Mahavishnu Orchestra
Do a huh?
fans out there. Mahavishnu Orchestra.
I
Yeah,
say that
you've
again.
heard it. You just don't know the name.
Mahavishnu.
Yeah, Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Mahavishnu
Anyway,
Orchestra. Okay, that sounds cool.
yeah,
It's
but
got a
like
cool name.
Tony Williams, Elvin Jones, like these crazy freaking like some of the stuff like Emergency, Tony Williams, like listen to that whole thing
Yep.
and tell me you don't like that and you don't incorporate some of it. But like and then like and then like finding what another thing is I like finding things in other things and stuff. It's like finding that jazzy groove, finding that new wave kind of vibe, finding that you know
The distortion,
yeah, and sometimes like you know it's
anything, just depending on what it is that you're feeling.
yeah, and it's like what I was listening to a lot. Like that's where you can tell like about what I did something. What you can if you know stuff, you can kind of figure it out. Like the vibes, big, you know, Joy Division, New Order, Depeche Mode fan. Volume 4 and 5 and 6 will have more of that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
more down that road and stuff. But like, there's also like you know, there's even some spots where it's like we tap into some country stuff because
Yeah.
if you ever meet my mother, she's from Asheville, North Carolina, where she was born and raised, and she is
Very,
very,
very country.
very country.
She's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
But she's very
I
country.
love my mom. Love you, mom.
Definitely the shit.
Anyway, and it was her birthday yesterday.
Yes. Yes, it
But,
was
yeah.
her birthday yesterday.
So, and it was a good one for her. But yeah, like every like it's like everything I ever listen to will somehow inform something I do. Everything I do does it. I can't help but think of songs and stuff. True, it's one of the reasons why it's like I can't finish video games these days. Finish a video game these days because it's like a lot of video games. Like I don't know if people realize this, but they actually give you inspiring experiences. I know it seems weird, but it's like you know you're playing through this story, this hero's journey, you know, generally, and like you know the achievements. You know, you did that with your hands. Like it's something. I don't know. Completing the story. Sometimes the story itself will just inspire me. Like in the same way a movie will, or a book, or anything else. Like Purple Haze wasn't about what a lot of people thought it was. It was about a science fiction book that he read. It wasn't about drugs at all.
No.
Well, about not him. It wasn't about him taking drugs. It was about this stuff in this book he was reading where it was like you know the Purple Haze was. Anyway, you can go do the digging on it and stuff like that, but I found it very interesting. It's like you know, lots of stuff informs stuff. You know, Trent Reznor. I remember him reading an article where he's talking about being inspired by David Lynch films. You know, it's like go a movie inspires a sound, and they do. They really do. That's why it's like the scores in movies sometimes make the movie better than it is. Jurassic Park 2. The score was better than the movie. Jurassic Park 3 wasn't actually that bad.
No.
It was kind of weird. It's kind of funny. Like, it was like, but that was more realistic to, like, get me some money, I guess. Like, if we're just going to fly over it. And then they lied. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's the only way that happened.
None of them beat the OG first original Jurassic Park. They could have left it at that and been fine.
The first, the
Just
first
saying.
one had a level of prestige to it,
Yeah.
and it was also the first time we saw like fucking big CGI dinosaurs
Yeah.
and stuff like that, where it actually looked real.
And that shit was kind of scary when you think about that.
Yeah, in the theater too. Like, it's,
so good.
It's another one of those movies, but like, you know, like that works better in the theater. It's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time you see it is at home on a thing. Yeah, it's cool.
It's
But
not the
as cool
same.
as when you see it in the big thing or
Yeah.
IMAX or something like that.
Oh.
Twister was like that too.
Yep.
It was a dumb movie when I watched it. I'm like, wait, because I didn't watch it at the theater. I'd seen it on TV and I'm just going, this is dumb. Like, there's good storm chasers and bad storm chasers. It's like, okay, I don't get.
It's a movie about storm chasers.
I
Got
don't
it.
get this. I don't get this. They're just doing it for the money. We're doing it for the love. It's like, okay.
Well, have fun.
None of this, like, it's funny how much none of this shit people actually care about with stuff like that. Because, like, if that was the case, then people would watch semi-pro football instead of watching pros. Because a lot of the well, I know the Asheville semi-pro football team didn't get paid money, so they were out there doing that
because
and,
they love the game.
Yeah, they love the game and stuff like that. But you don't see like people like cameras and stuff there to watch. And like arguably, like you would think that might be a more exciting game because no one's getting paid. They're just going for it.
Yeah.
At the same time,
they're not getting paid.
They're not getting paid, so if they get hurt, they gotta pay for it.
Right. Like no one's covering that.
Well, yeah, in theory it could be, but like, yeah, no. In practice, that's why people. I don't watch American football.
No.
I call it American football because soccer is really football. It's played with your feet. Okay, it's played with your feet. You know, I think American football should be called soccer. Unpopular opinion, I know.
Yeah.
I'm an American, but
so
it's my right to have to say that. So
yes.
Yeah, and all that good jazz.
So we don't want to drag it out because
Yeah, I gotta get.
It's an update. We have a lot of shit to do.
Right.
To be fair,
I would like to sit here longer, but I really have to.
One quick thing I will tell you. Jess said she's coming to visit probably next weekend.
Awesome.
And she said that you guys need to do at least one song together. She's dying of withdrawal without having a microphone in her hand.
I have several.
Yes. And that's why I told her, come on, we've got plenty. She needs you to play the blues for her, I'm sure.
Oh, I'll play you some.
And she knows you can, and she knows you can do it well. So, but that was it. So yeah, that's it. We're just getting everything set up.
Actually brings me up to something too. Like there is like a little bit more core blues stuff in there, and like surf, like the scales and the stuff. Because honestly, the blues is in so much good rock music and stuff like that. As an undercurrent, like the core of it, foundational.
Yeah.
You might not catch it right away, but if you actually play, you go,
interesting.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah. If you think about it, absolutely. But yeah, so we're working on getting everything finished up, setting up. We will be in the live room very soon.
It should be this week. There should be a performance going on there this week.
Ideally,
I'm a lot further along.
Yes.
Than I was. Like I've made it. The last couple of days I've been able to catch up a lot of stuff, but
yeah,
we're getting there.
Yep, it's new spaces, new things, just everything. So, but that is pretty much it for now. He's working on stuff, and getting in the rooms, and we're getting everything set, and we'll be keeping up. We'll have a live performance probably next week, so you will see us soon.
Doing that. If not, I will make sure I at least play a song.
Yeah, we'll at least pop in and have a little update, and I would love to be able to at least show it if it's at least somewhat farther along, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
It'll at least I can guarantee that because I'm gonna be busting. It can at least be shown. So but we're pushing for the whole performance.
Yeah, we're pushing for performance. If we can't do it, we'll at least do this. We'll pop in an update stream from there.
But we're back.
Yes.
Fridays at 9:30. We're back. Yep. Thank you so much.
We are all good. So, on that note, what's that? What is it you say?
I say a lot of things.